What's going on, guys? Austin here from GrabFit, and this is going to be a very informative video, awesome video. I actually think this will give a lot of knowledge to powerlifters, also just novice lifters as well. Even if you just started, like I said, or if you've intermediate or if you're advanced. In this video, I want to share basically, I want to take you through a max out and the importance behind maxing out between the bench, the squat, and the deadlift. So we're first going to start off with the squat for our squat day, then we're going to go to the bench day, and then we're going to go to the deadlift day. It's going to be broken up in 3 different days, but I thought this would be really informative, very helpful for, like I said, any novice, intermediate, or advanced lifter, and it would give them a lot of insight on how they can scale their workout routine based off their 1 rep max. So I want to take you through the gym really quickly. It's my buddy's place, Andrew. I want to show you. Had a couple videos done here before, but we got an awesome power rack right there. Andrew on the bench press doing some programming, and we got our deadlift bar right here. I don't know if I'm going to do deadlifts here, but bench press here, and then we're going to do squats here as well. And I'm fired up to take you guys through it, so we'll take you through that and explain everything in the next few clips. Alright guys, so I'm extremely pumped to be filming this video because in this video I take you through the importance behind a 1 rep max, and I take you through the actual workout. We first start off, like I said, with the squat, then we go to the bench, then the deadlift. So I'm going to be talking over this entire video, and I just want to give you really the whole perspective of everything, what we did, all the preparation, and just the warm-up prior to it as well. So really quick, I want to really elaborate on what Andrew is doing right now. There is my buddy Andrew, and what he was doing was he was wrapping up my knees with knee wraps. Now in a meet, the knee wraps are allowed, and this is going to allow me to have more support for my knees, and ultimately it's going to give me a mechanical advantage when I pop out of the hole, and it is still allowed in a meet. So this really helps with the heavy squat. But really guys, the whole importance behind knowing your 1 rep max, why I did this, is because it gives you a number to gauge off when you're doing your workouts. So essentially, let's say you can squat 300 pounds. When you have that number, you then can gauge off a percentage when you work out. So it gives you a tool to work from, and it's very important because everyone is different in strength. So that is why I did my 1 rep max, and I do it every 3 to 4 months. I try to figure it out. So the first set I went for was 385 with the wraps. Very easy. That was actually just 5 pounds below my original max. So this was my first attempt with 405. I went for it. Boom, it shot right up. Was no problem at all. I was feeling good. So I decided to go for a 3rd attempt, and this was for 425, the highest I've ever gone in the squat. As you can see, I was pumped up. I was really fired up before I went into it. And coming down, I mean, everything felt good. It felt really good coming down the hole, and I felt like I could put another 10, 15 pounds in there. So I stopped there, just wanted to be conservative, but I was so pumped up. I worked so hard for that with the training. So now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work off 425 for my next programming. Right here, what I'm doing is I'm warming up for the bench day. So I was doing some scapula movements, really just with bands. I was trying to loosen up my scapular joint, excuse me, and I was trying to really just loosen everything up so I would have more free, movement in my scapula, ultimately in my shoulders. So just doing, some band things right there. Then we're going to scapula push-ups right here. So it's just a variant of push-ups. Then we go into slingshot push-ups, and the slingshot, ultimately the purpose behind that is it acts as a double muscle, so it gives you a mechanical advantage. So that was the whole entire warm-up right there. The first set I went for bench press was 275. Now keep in mind, I totally changed up my form. So this is the first time of me benching this weight with a wider grip. As you guys may have seen in some of my other videos, I bench usually with a narrower grip. No, I switched it up because Andrew coached me through, and he just basically said that I would have more of a mechanical advantage with the chest if I within my grip. But for a while I didn't do it because I was just afraid that it was going to damage my AC joint. I had a little bit of AC pain, but it was fine. I mean, as you saw, 275 went up. Then we went to believe this was 290 right here. So this was my second attempt, 290, threw it on. You know, I came off. One thing to keep in mind, guys, is my form. Notice how everything is pushing on the bench. You know, the butt, I think it just came off possibly a hair right there, but 290 came up pretty easily, and that was actually my max before with the narrow grip. So now right here I went for 295. Now I will say the butt came off the bench a little bit on this. It wouldn't count in a meet, however I will take it. And the other thing is too, I did not do a pause rep. However, I just a touch and go 295. This is still a good PR considering my grip was a lot wider than what I'm used to. So really a grinder right there, as you can see, really a grinder. So the next day we go on to, and this is deadlift day. So right here what I'm doing is I'm loosening up the fascia under my feet, or the bottom of my foot. So with a mobility ball, a MOBI ball, I'm actually loosening up my feet. Right here is the hip circle. So this is all the mobility stuff I'm doing prior to my lift. And then it's really imperative that you do this prior to a heavy lift to really loosen everything up. So this is just with the hip circle. I did walks. And this same drill I actually did, these same drills I did for the leg day as well when I did the squat day. So then I went to a little bit of more of a lateral shuffle with the hip circle as well. And then my last attempt here, guys, this was, or excuse me, my first attempt, I did 455, and this attempt I went for 485 as a max, and I ended up failing. I didn't get it, and this actually would have put me at a max of 1200 for everything if I had gotten this. And excuse me, it was 480, not 485. So I went for 480. I tried to go for it again on the sumo deadlift, and unfortunately I did not get it. However, guys, this whole experience I took as a learning experience. Everything I went through, I mean, I'm just proud of myself. My gains I have with my squat. I mean, I went up almost 35 pounds from my last squat. And the truth is, now I know I can work off 425 for my next programming with my squat. I can work off 295 for my next programming with my bench. And then I can do 465-ish, I'd say, for my deadlift. So that is all, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching in. Just wanted to hear, learn, and just now you know what to do. Now you can just set up your own workout based off your numbers. Just go into the gym. You saw how I did the max out. Figure out your max and program your workouts off a percentage of that maximal number.